Welcome, everybody, to our new podcast, Locked in Chicago. It's your boy, Ron Money here. You can follow me on all social media handles at Ron Monies. Today, we're going to be discussing the NFL playoffs. Obviously, after a crazy season due to COVID and just a bunch of other things, the playoffs are finally here, and we didn't expect to get here, honestly. No one expected the NFL to go a full 17 weeks. No one really expected the playoffs to happen. We thought the season was going to be canceled midway through, even before. But, I'm excited. Playoffs are here. Hope you guys are as well. And let's just get started and chop it up about it. So in the AFC, you got the Packers, the number one seed, who has a bye, and the Chiefs as well, number one seed in the AFC, who have a bye. And this weekend, we have three exciting games on Saturday and three exciting games on Sunday. So for the Saturday games, first up we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Indianapolis Colts. Even though the Colts have a top defense in the league, I do believe it's gonna be a long day for them. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs obviously have been outstanding this entire season. They're going to keep clicking up and just making plays and just stacking points on the board. It's going to be very important for Buffalo Bills if Cole Beasley plays as well. Missing the last couple games due to injury because that's their guy. It doesn't seem like it because obviously you have Diggs and stuff like that, but Cole Beasley is one of the top guys in Buffalo. So that Indianapolis defense is gonna really need to step it up. And on the other side of the ball for Indianapolis, Phillip Rivers, T.Y. Hilton, Jonathan Taylor, they're gonna have to get the offense going because if they can't produce points, they're not gonna be able to hang with the Bills at all. And Buffalo has a decent defense, but their offense is electric, so their defense is gonna have to be very electric as well to shut down Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. So I got the Buffalo Bills putting up 30 plus. I believe it's going to be a 42-14 game. And I believe this might be Phil Rivers' last game. Retire and possibly heads to the booth. See what happens with his future. Next game, Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are going to win based off the fact that there's no Jared Goff this week as well. So the Seahawks are going to need to step on their necks right away because even though that Jared Goff is not playing and the offense is going to be horrible, just like it was basically against Arizona, the defense is going to need to step up. Aaron Donald, Floyd, Ramsey, they're going to need to step up and shut down Russell Wilson and the rest of them if they want any type of success. They're going to have to try to put their team in position to win by themselves. Um, but Russell Wilson's going to need to limit mistakes because that is a great Los Angeles Rams defense. So he's going to have to step on their necks right away, get the run game going, get DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Moore, everybody going, because the Seahawks are looking to get to another Super Bowl. It's been a couple of years, but they're trying to show us that they haven't slowed down a bit. But I got the Seahawks winning 35-7. Next game on Saturday we got is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington football team. Tom's going to have a big game because that Washington defense is no joke. You have Chase Young and just an outstanding defense coached by Ron Rivera. AB and Godwin are going to need to step up in the absence of Mike Evans because losing Mike Evans is huge. He's a great player. First player with 1,000-yard receiving years to open up his career. So it's a big gap. But you still have Fournette and Jones in the backfield. You have Gronk, Godwin, AB, Miller. receiving core, so they shouldn't have a problem. But on the other side of the ball for Washington, Alex Smith's going to play good. He's going to need to connect with McLaurin. He's going to make some good plays. Um, Even though their offense, is not that great, they have a little bit of tempo. Under Alex Smith, I believe they are 4-1, 5-1. So, Alex Smith has been doing great things for this football team this year. This is a team that no one expected early on to even make it to the playoffs, even though obviously they're in a horrible division. The NFC East is just garbage. But, obviously they're here. It's a great story for, obviously, the team. They have no name. And obviously with COVID going on. And then Ron Rivera getting shots at halftime. And then Alex Smith coming back from 17 surgeries. So it's going to be a great game. But I do have the Bucks winning. I believe it's going to be a close one. I got 24-17 Tampa Bay. On Sunday, first game, we have Ravens versus Titans. This is not going to be how it was last year. Lamar has been on fire since coming back from COVID. He's been connecting with Hollywood Brown, and J.K. Dobbins has been phenomenal for them. He's been very explosive. We're seeing the player that he was at Ohio State in the NFL. But the Baltimore defense, as great as they are, they're going to need to stop Henry. They failed to do so last year, and obviously they got beat. But because they're going to keep feeding Henry a bunch of times. But the passing games are going to get extra too. A.J. Brown is going to have to get involved, and just everything's going to need to go right for them to win this football game. Tannehill's going to need to be perfect because this Baltimore defense this year, honestly, is no joke. So we're going to see what happens. I had this being a close but high-scoring game. So I am going to go 42-35 Baltimore. The next game, Chicago Bears versus New Orleans Saints. The Bears are going to need Jalen Johnson and Roquan Smith to play. Let's be honest here. And Mac, Hicks, Quinn, Eddie Jackson, they're going to need to step up because the defense hasn't been great lately. So, and missing Roquan and Johnson, it can't happen. The Saints have Alvin Kamara back, and I believe Michael Thomas is going to be active for this game. It's unsure as of right now, but what it looks like he's going to be active. So the Bears are going to need to step up and give their offense a chance. Trubisky's going to need not to turn the ball over, make dumb mistakes like he's been doing, and they need to get the run game going. And also, they need Mooney to play. You have Robinson and Miller, but Mooney has obviously been a very big part of the team's success on offense. He's been phenomenal this year, 6th-round pick. He's been making his name known. So the Bears are going to need him to play. And then the final game, I'm sorry. I got the Saints winning 24-14 over the Bears. And our final game of the first round on Wild Card Weekend, I got the Browns versus the Steelers. If the Browns want a chance to win, Bears need to play disciplined football. They have to make good throws, make sharp decisions, and they need to get the run game with Chubb and Hunt going, obviously. They're going to need to be productive, obviously, because this Steelers defense is no joke. They're very dominant. And, even though the game last week was very close without Big Ben and some starters, I still believe the Browns do have a chance. Their defense is going to need to step up and keep Big Ben on his toes and force him to make mistakes if they want to win. The defense has been pretty solid this year. It's kind of rough without Reed Williams and Denzel Ward. Hopefully, I don't know what the situation's going on with that, but hopefully they can get him back for the game. If not, they're screwed because um, Johnson, Claypool, especially those two have been very productive for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. They've been standing out phenomenally, and the other starting corners, it's looking pretty ugly for them because Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams are both lockdown corners, and they're gonna need them to win. So honestly, for that reason, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to be a 35-14 victory for them against the Cleveland Browns. Now, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back giving you guys podcasts again. It sucked being away, but the rebrand was definitely needed. And, we're locked in for sure, ready for you guys to enjoy what we have in store for you guys. So just stay tuned. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys back here very soon at Locked In Podcast. Thank you.